being a lover of pleasure more than a lover of God, of course, is always going to get you in trouble. But being a lover of pleasure is going to make you a poor man. Look at Proverbs 21, verse 17. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. If you love pleasure, you're going to be a poor man. Talk about those things that contribute to poverty. The most significant contributor to poverty is laziness, sluggardry or whatever, slothfulness. I think a lack of judgment factors in there pretty significantly. But here's another one that is way up on top of the list. You'd just rather play than work. And some of you might be thinking, well, duh. What kind of an insane person would rather work than play? Well, the problem is, if you're addicted to pleasure, it's going to drag you down into poverty. You can't be a winner if you spend your time in revelry. You're wasting too much time. Now, once again, it's a relative thing. People who are higher up on this ladder of riches, if you want to call it that, if you use some kind of an analogy to give you some idea of how to look at this. Somebody who's here and you're here, very many of those who are here when you're here are there because they were working when you were playing. Another thing that happens, sometimes you look at a situation and somebody doesn't seem to be working any more than you do. Well, that's because he worked when you didn't. We got a terrible situation developing in our nation with young people being taught, really, literally taught, that you want to take full advantage of your high school years because it's all downhill from here. This is the most fun, the most exciting time of your life. You better enjoy it now because when you graduate from high school, man, it's all drudgery from then on. What a terrible lie.
Amen.
The fact is, goofing around and being frivolous and being foolish and using your high school time to do nothing but play is what's going to put the shackles on you later. If you will button down and work hard and be diligent and use good judgment and say, I need good grades and I need to study hard, I need to learn some things, I need to show myself productive, I need to work. You do that stuff when you're young, then you will get to go play golf when you're older. Amen? A lot of the reason people are here or here or here or here is that some who are here, who really could be here, are here because they've decided, they made a decision, I'd rather play. Well, if you're going to play, you're going to pay. I'm telling you, it doesn't come free. It's going to cost you something. You do better to lay down the ability to pay before you play, instead of play now and pay later. You understand what I'm saying? If you pay now, you'll play later. If you play now, you're going to pay later. When later comes, it's always harder to do whatever it is, either play or pay. You hear what I'm saying? I'm giving you such wisdom right now. If you get hold of this thing, you'll really be blessed. You're going to pay now, or you're going to play now. If you play now, you're going to pay later. If you pay now, you can play later. Let me tell you something, I've been it later. It's a whole lot easier to play than to pay when you're later. You better use your youth to pay, so when you get older and it's harder to pay, you'll be able to play. Amen. You follow that all right? Man, that was worth $50 right there.